Because if there is a national movement to divest from fossil fuels, California institutions should be leading that movement.
And if the city of San Francisco can make this decision, so can the Board of Trustees at every one of the colleges up and along this beautiful coast. Absolutely every one, and I think they will. I was at Whitman College in Washington State the night before last, and there was a big charged up torchlight march of a few hundred kids across the quadrangle. It was amazing. And then while I was there, I was on the phone hour after hour with our friends in Rhode Island, the students at the Rhode Island School of Design who had gone and occupied their president's office because they were getting no attention to their demand for divestment. And they dropped a banner out the window. There's Supervisor Avalos. Let's give him a real hand. Once they'd taken over the president's office, they dropped a banner out the window. And the banner said, "We may be art students, but we can still do the math," okay? Because this is pretty simple math that we need to do. The math is nothing will ever be done to stop or slow down climate change, because if anything ever is done, it'll put those investments at risk. The perversity of that is stunning. And it's really good to see people waking up. And I mean waking up. I woke up this morning and saw pictures from Bowdoin University in the state of Maine, where students last night put up a kind of mock refugee camp in solidarity with the people all over the world who've been moved.
January 1st of this year, we're seeing very dramatic signs of real climate change. A real climate change in the world. At our city level and anywhere around the world, we're seeing those effects. Hurricane Sandy had probably the greatest impact on the presidential election last year than anything else. And it only gives us a real need to respond with a new way, a new alternative way of setting up our world and setting up our economy around the world that is about sustainability. That's no longer just about growth. That's no longer just about profit and what we're going to be able to get as we take things out of the land for our pocketbooks, but what we're going to be able to preserve for generations to come. And we're not looking at real...
It is beginning to turn. At a school with only 6,000 undergrads, that number of signatures means something. After a few weeks of talking to students and asking them to sign, and after seeing their enthusiasm and hearing their gratitude for the campaign, it seems to me to mean that this movement has finally given my fellow students hope. There is finally a viable way to address the impending climate crisis. Divestment has worked before, so now we all have the chance to play an integral role in shaping the shores of our future. And that is why we're here today.
We are unstoppable. Another world is possible.